Hello again and welcome back our dear viewers with our first distinguished guest for today. In a region shaped by extreme climate and rapid urban growth, architecture is no longer just about form and aesthetics. Today, sustainability has become a necessity, not a luxury. To understand what sustainable architecture really means in a hot desert climate like Kuwait and how buildings should respond to nature rather than fight it, we are joined by architect Yousef Alsamhan. And Good Morning Kuwait. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and it's an absolute honor to be with you.
It's our honor and pleasure, actually. And to start with, how do you define the sustainability in buildings so far?
Well, sustainability in buildings, it's defined by not the aesthetic part of view. So you're talking about a building that ages well, the building that doesn't need a renovation every now and then, the building that you feel comfort in the quiet architectural point of view. So simply, it just needs to be simple. It needs to have a lot of voids. Circulation of the air, taking into consideration the climate of the place itself, the location in Kuwait or any other country. If we take all those in consideration, you would have a great sustainable building that never ages. You know,
that's really lovely. I love the term that never ages. Yeah. It shows like long-term longevity. And also like taking in consideration how you feel from inside, and also like how you are being comfortable with the area around you.
It is.
That's really lovely. And why do you think like sustainability is misunderstood in some of the projects in building?
I believe because we concentrate more into the design, aesthetic design part and the appearance of the building, but we neglect the other parts, which is very important of the building. I mean, we should consider the climate, you know, climate should come first, then the aesthetic part comes at the end, because it shapes the building in the design part. So at the beginning, we need to look at it in how we're gonna do, how we're gonna have a lot of, how we're gonna cope with the sun in Kuwait and the climate in Kuwait. Then what are the materials we're using? So those materials would help you so much to reduce that amount of heat and to have a sustainable buildings that last for long period.
And sometimes when we talk about sustainable building that lasts for long, some people, they go back in time like to the first buildings like in Kuwait. Definitely. They say like it was very sustainable compared to now. What do you think about that? I
think they've done a great job. Until now, we've got a lot of examples down there in the on most of the areas in Kuwait, where you see they use natural air. They have a lot of voids outside. I mean, lots of space, and direction of the houses, which is very important. Location of the house, the entrance of the house as well. So, all taking all those in consideration, which consumes less energy, less water usage of the place, and you feel that comfort in it.
That comfort, yeah. That's really lovely. And moving forward, like with sustainability itself, some people might find it like something luxurious rather than something important. They say like, we have been in this house for a long time, it's still working, everything is fine. Why should I like consider sustainability for even like for my, you know, like for my son, for my grandson?
I mean, if it's a house that need to be renovated, then here where you need to consider it, and you need to buy a whole system for yourself. Now, if you're doing it from the beginning, then you should take care of, you should include the plan of sustainable from the beginning with the designers. I mean, taking care of the houses for the next generation, it's good to consider that, but how about raising the value of the
environment,
of the environment and of the building itself? I mean, you could sell it today by X number and tomorrow by another number, because
so
you consider
now like houses that are built with sustainability, they have like higher price.
Higher price, definitely.
Wow.
Because it's a concept that lasts for long or lasts for good. This is the most important part.
Very nice. And you can promote that, like when you are about to sell your house.
Definitely.
Like, hey, it's like under the construction of sustainable materials.
If we go back to the previous question, and you remember something about old houses where you see thicker walls,
yes,
and you see all the shades. You know, it's well oriented. I mean,
and more stable.
Definitely, yeah.
Very interesting. And now, like, focus on the buildings. Sometimes people say sustainable buildings, they are failed to perform as expected. Why that error could happen?
Because we go back to the previous, I believe, one of the answers I just said. I mean, the problem, or the main problem, is they're not taking in consideration the climate design. I mean, from the beginning, you need to take that in consideration. Don't look at the aesthetic part of view. Don't look at the appearance of the building. Go back to the build that peace between you and wherever you are now in geographically. I mean, you're in Kuwait, and there are heat, there are sun, and you need to build that relationship between those relations. And in this case, if you are happy about it, then you would apply good materials for your house, good insulations, and I believe this is the mistakes here comes. They fail because of that.
And sometimes, like, because of lack of awareness, could be. So, as an interior designer, how do you help, like, the customers or the client to understand the concept of sustainability and how important it is?
During the design phase, we give a lot of information. Part of it is material selection, because it's very important to educate people about the material selection they do for their houses, because this consumes a lot of heat and it doesn't absorb, and also about the houses where it's all sealed and concealed and they are, completely closed, which is not good. You need to open up, you need to let the sun in, but you need to choose the good glass. Good glasses. I mean, for the aluminium and all the windows for the houses, and how many layers you've got, and the air insulation inside it. This will reduce the amount of heat coming from outside in, not just a good, beautiful building that filled with glass. Too much glass will be around it.
And too much glasses could be also, like, affecting the negative way.
Definitely, definitely. If you need to do that, you need to pay a good amount of money for the type of glass you put all around, and the aluminum and other facts as well. Yeah,
definitely. And sometimes, like, clients, they come with a specific, vision for the house or for the design itself.
Yeah.
And you would like to also consider, like, the sustainable part. So how can you manage between what the client wants and what the sustainability part could work together?
Usually at the beginning, it's where we try to understand both of them. We try to understand between the client, we build that relationship.
Okay.
And once we got all the keys, we know the person, we know the family in front of us, we start to put we inject, those small informations among the design. Plus, one of the main important things is interior design is space planning, or they call it layouts planning for the space. So we try to make it more breathable,
Yes.
Even the motion of movement, you would feel that a circle of movement, you will feel comfortable in your own space. We educate them by telling them about the materials we're applying in the space. It's not about how much wall cladding would we put in the house. It's what is the wall cladding we're putting in the house and in your space, and how this will affect you and your family in your space.
I love that. It's like a decision-making process, collaborating.
It is.
Between showing them, like, what really works and give them, like, a variety of options and help them to choose better that's suitable.
Definitely, yes.
That's
it consume a lot of time, a lot
of
information.
Right? And sometimes, like, you have a client that have, like, kind of different characters.
Yes.
So did that kind of affect, like, how you started, like, to approach the clients itself?
In the past 14 years of experience, I believe we reached out. At the end, I'm Kuwaiti as well, and I know I'm one of them. So I know exactly for each character how we get in and how we inject those informations and how we help them. Sometimes they are not just like they neglect that part, but we try to highlight it in order to make a better and improve their daily life routines.
Very
general,
nice.
Yeah.
And what are some passive design strategies that can reduce energy consumption in hot climates?
I believe shades should be one of them. It's very important. Flow of air in the places. Don't block the sun. We reduce the coming sun and lights to our buildings. Those are the most important. And studying the climate of the space. I keep repeating this over and over and over. I mean, we should just make that peace with our climate and with our sun, and we know exactly how to deal with that by choosing the right materials, choosing the right people that would help us, and supporting the sustainable design houses in Kuwait.
Very nice. And since we mentioned like the climate, do you think a lot of buildings in Kuwait are built in conflict with the climate itself?
Yes, almost 70%, unfortunately.
70%?
70% we've got,
Wow.
Based on the projects we have, based on the site visits we go, they don't take this in consideration because they didn't do it from the beginning. They think that it's a luxury where you buy a piece and a system and you just put it, and this will cost you an amount of money.
And even for the long term, it's going to affect the building itself.
It will affect the building, and it's also going to consume energy. If it consumes energy, then it's not sustainable. And we go in the same circle.
Same circle again and again.
Yes.
That's really lovely. It was very informative. Thank you so much, Architect Yousef Alsamhan, interior designer, for sharing your knowledge with us, and also like the important concept of sustainability and how it can really help us to build houses that are eco-friendly and also make us feel comfortable for the long term and not something temporary. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
And now, dear viewers, the Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research has concluded a series of scientific lectures focusing on geohazards and geotechnical challenges. The event addresses key issues such as oil and contamination, seismic activity, groundwater level, and the impact of climate factors on infrastructure safety. The lectures brought together local and international experts to promote environmental sustainability and risk management. Our Good Morning Kuwait camera was there, and here is the report. So let's take a look at the report and then we're going to be back.